Emma Stone
Yeah.
is not a very loyal friend, even worse than Miss Lana Del Rey.
Oh my gosh, we're going there. We're starting off.
Oh, yeah.
This happy in my life.
Hello, welcome to the TMZ Swiftie podcast. I'm your host, Melanie Miller, and today joining us is the second biggest Swiftie in the office. I'd say that, right?
Okay, I'll give it to you.
There's no way you're a bigger Swiftie than I am.
Well,
Grayson Beeman. So we have a very special episode for you guys today. Obviously, Taylor Swift has been in Paris. She's introduced TTPD to the set list. So we are going to break that down, every aspect of it. We're going to get into that. First, we're getting into some breaking news of the day. Breaking news of the day. So first on the list, my favorite topic. We talk about it a lot on the show, but we have a new man speaking out about the possibility of Taylor Swift and Daddy Trav getting engaged and walking down the aisle. This comes from one of Travis's teammates, Winchester. He was on the installment of the Like a Farmer podcast. That's kind of cute. But when asked whether or not they could get engaged, he said, "I can definitely see it. Yeah." He said they're very similar in a lot of ways. Being around Trav for the last 9 years, I mean, I think they're more similar than you would think. I think they're very similar.
I think they're, especially with their careers too and their goals, and yeah.
They're, to me, perfect match.
Yeah.
I wish the best for them. I'm going to go with what our kicker, Harrison Butker, said. I hope you guys get married and have a lot of kids. So, I'm like, hey, go for it. Have a family. I'm happy for them. He also goes on to say, I mean, I'm a fan of her because being around her this year and hearing everything, she's such a genuine person, and where it might have gotten old for people seeing all of that posted. For us, it was great. It wasn't a distraction. Couldn't be happier for Trav and her and that whole deal. It seems like a really good thing for him and her, and then her support all the way to the Super Bowl. It was awesome for those out there who got a little tired of T Swift when they were watching Chiefs. I'm sure they got a little tired of them showing them. Why is he?
I think he's saying that like Taylor and Travis were also tired of being,
Taylor and Travis got a little tired, so it was a mutual thing there.
Mm-hmm.
Getting to meet her family and had conversations with them throughout the year was fun.
Yeah.
I just think this further proves my theory of them getting engaged in Europe in the upcoming weeks.
In Europe. So in Europe, since she's touring there now, so
we talked about this.
I know. Where do you think?
Paris, the Eiffel Tower.
So you think like
or Tuscany?
This coming
really, and I know that for Travis, it's going to be a beautiful place. I think that he's going to plan it out to the T. Yeah. I think maybe not the Eiffel Tower because it's not private, but maybe like at nighttime when it's a little less crowded.
Do you think they'll go back or like while she's in Paris now? Because that's
potentially at the end of her Paris run.
Okay, so you think we could potentially, or do you think it's gonna be secret, like kept from us and then announced later?
I think the way that they have been public about their relationship, I think we might not find out right away. Yeah. I don't think it's something they will hide.
Okay.
And I think Travis they're just so open. He's gonna talk about it on the podcast. We're gonna hear about it at some point. It's just when they have decided they're ready to talk about it.
Well, I can already see it now, like them Travis being on his podcast and kind of snickering, but not saying it, but then kind of teasing. I
think we're gonna have Jason come out and be like,
"Oh, I think so too." He's gonna be like, "What happened?" Yeah, and
how'd you do it? Tell us about it.
I don't think once it's brought up, I think that he'll fully go into it, but I kind of think Jason's gonna hint at it.
We're gonna have hints leading up,
and then we're gonna be like, "Oh, wait, that happened."
Yeah,
yeah. I mean, it'd be exciting.
Will she wear an engagement ring while she's on tour, or will she take the ring off during her concert?
I think she'd take it off during the concert, but put it back on at the end. Or even I don't know, maybe come out with it during certain sets. I don't know, during the Midnight's era, come out with it, She
wouldn't just I don't think she's taking it on and off.
Well, but I can see her at the end because when she does the bow, so it's there,
I think she's so proud of the relationship that I could see her
just not having it while she
No, I could
performs?
see her wearing it
Oh, the
through
entire
every
time.
concert all the
Okay.
time, never taking that
Yeah.
bad boy off.
I can see it. I can also see her not because she's hiding it, because I mean she's performing. You don't want to lose that, especially like
It's tight.
yeah, but I mean with the changing in the dark of the like
Oh,
what if it
right.
slips off and then it's like
Yeah.
it gets like I don't know, smashed by something. Like there's
Sure.
so many things. But I also think like yeah, I think she should I
We
mean
will spot her walking on the streets of New York
100%
with a
with
big
it. Yeah.
fat rock on her finger. And he just
100%.
got a huge payday, so
Mhm.
pony up, baby.
Yeah.
Let's get a
Better
big
be
one
bigger. Yeah.
for our girl. Oh, just the thought of it, like the
It's
news that's
exciting.
about to come.
Yeah. It's very exciting. It's I don't it's like refreshing for her, especially like this relationship is constantly refreshing for her.
And
Yeah.
how every single person around her is like they're perfect for each other.
Yeah.
The engagement's happening.
Mhm.
We love it. Okay, on to a less happy topic.
Yeah.
The former Taylor Swift boyfriend, who I am only allowed to say I dislike him once an episode, so I'm gonna use that right now. I dislike you, Joe Alwyn. Emma Stone
Yeah.
is not a very loyal friend, even worse than Miss Lana Del Rey.
Oh my gosh, we're going there. We're starting off.
Oh, yeah, Lana Del Rey did, and even I said this on the last episode, but Nikki Glaser said no comment about
I did see that. I saw you out there doing it, and yeah. I mean, when Nikki said that, I kind of believed it, but that's another time. Well,
So Emma Stone was doing an interview for her new movie Kinds of Kindness.
Mhm.
Lame title, but that's okay. She said, "I love Joe. We had to do some pretty dark stuff on this one, so it was extremely comforting to be with him because he's one of the sweetest people you'll ever meet."
Mhm.
Which I have a hard time believing because I'm a big Demois fan as well.
Uh-huh.
Different network, whatever. But she said that she's reported pretty consistently that he was a pretty big prick by the end of their relationship.
Yeah.
And I totally buy it. He looks like a prick.
He looks like well, also with
Sorry.
this too, I think it's funny. They've also been in Emma and Joe have been in The Favorite
Multiple films
together.
together. The
In The
Favorite,
Favorite,
this.
there's a lot of intimate scenes between them in The Favorite, so I can see her saying this.
Becoming close and
Yeah,
becoming friends.
I do think though, like, I mean, she's an actress. I think she's promoting her movie here. I don't think she likes Joe. I don't think so. No.
Do you think she's just doing it to rile us up?
I think so because the thing is like with Swifties especially, they're kind of riled up with Joe. They don't really like him. They're not going to go out and watch a movie. They love Emma Stone. So if Emma says something like this, I kind of think they're like, "What are you doing?" It gets us talking about it. It gets us like, "Okay, we were already going to see it because of Emma."
Because
but
wasn't
now-
getting a lot of traction previously.
No, I think it is. This the one? I'm pretty sure it's like that TikTok meme where she's like dancing. Have you seen that? I don't know.
I haven't even looked
Yeah,
into that. Kind of Kindness.
Yeah, I love Emma Stone, but
I love Emma Stone.
yeah,
I love her. I don't
love
like
Joe.
I don't like this, but I
Yeah.
love her. And all of the nice things that Taylor Swift has said about
Mhm.
Emma. She wrote a song about her. They've been best
Yeah.
friends for so long. I just don't buy into
Mhm.
the story that you can remain friends with your best friend's ex
Mhm.
after the relationship has ended.
Well, we don't know if they're friends. That's the thing is, I
They're
don't know.
coworkers.
Yeah, that's what I see. I think as soon as
You
this
don't have to
film
talk
wraps,
like this.
they're not gonna. No, I'm not talking him up.
Not
Oh,
I mean Emma.
Emma. Yeah, I get that, but I also think you want your movie to do well. You want to continue to stay in the industry and continue to do bigger and better things.
Emma is a household name, by the way.
Yeah, but Joe's not. Like Joe never really was. Like yogurt shop boy. That's what he is. That's what he will stay.
He said it, not me.
Yeah.
All right, enough of that. Moving on to our Travis update. So Daddy Trav is got a hell of an acting career ahead of him.
Oh yeah.
He is going to be one of Hollywood's biggest stars, I'm convinced, because he has been on set over and over and over again.
Mhm.
Videos of him in different outfits now. So he was like in some like room, sitting in a chair, getting touched up or something.
Yeah.
And Niecy Nash like points the camera at him again. He's like smiling and la la
Mhm.
la in the makeup chair. Who me?
Yeah, he loves it. Yeah.
Yeah, and just looking good again.
Yeah. You can see how excited he is. Like when he's like, "Oh
So
yeah." Like
excited.
and I think that is also
He has-
refreshing. Like
The difference between him and Joe, Travis gives, "I'm grateful to be here."
mhm.
Joe gives, "I deserve this."
Yeah, 100%. Well, also it's just like it's golden retriever energy. Like that's just the easiest way to put it. Like it's just like I don't know, it's exciting to watch. Like, it's
he's
just
got to have a big role because
yeah.
he's been on set for at least a week.
Mhm.
He's spotted in yet again a different outfit. Like, I
Yeah.
really think he's gonna have a decent role. I hope he does really well, and I hope this really
And
kicks off his career.
continues. Yeah. I mean, this will be like the trial. I think this is his trial because I think he's gonna do well. But
Yeah.
yeah, we'll
He
see.
was so good
Time.
on SNL.
Yeah, he was.
I loved him on
Yeah.
SNL.
He's.
I go
I
back.
can totally see that like comedy is for him.
Or like even like a big beefy rom-com guy.
Yeah. Oh my gosh,
He
that
would be
so good.
perfect.
Put him on. I mean, I know this is small Hallmark Christmas movie.
No. No. He's much bigger than Hallmark.
I know, but we
How
just
dare
need
you.
we just need a little cheesy
No.
fun.
He's
yeah.
like the next Channing Tatum. Like
Oh,
big rom-com.
I agree. I agree. But sometimes you just gotta sit back and watch a cheesy little.
Oh, don't do that to her. Okay. This is very cute.
Mhm.
Travis, obviously hard at work on his upcoming career.
Yeah.
Taylor's been in Paris.
Mhm.
Travis posted. So Paul Sidoti, Taylor's
Guitar player. Yeah.
guitar player. Oh yeah, the other
And
one's the
friend,
bass player.
yeah.
Great friend.
Mhm.
Posted on his Instagram before the start of the Paris tours. At the beginning of the day for the first
Mhm.
night, said like, "Oh,
Like, let us know if you're coming to the show. Something
yeah,
like
let
that.
us know if you're coming to
Yeah.
the show." And Travis Kelce commented, he wrote LFG, let's
Mhm.
fucking go with little prayer
Prayer,
or little these
Praise
hands,
me.
the two hands up in the air emojis. So it's just nice to see him. Like, obviously he can't be there because he's got to work. He's got to put
Mhm.
bread on the table. But
Yeah. But it's also, again, it goes back to like that theme of like refreshing and excitingness with them because like no one in her past has done this for her.
yeah,
Like, and so like they're always like somewhat supportive, but they've never been as supportive as he has. And I mean, he doesn't have to comment. He doesn't have to do things like that. And I don't think he's doing it for the attention. I think he's genuinely doing it to be supportive, and that's
Yeah.
just what's exciting. It's also fun to see
'cause
as a
he's
fan.
commenting on like Paul Sidoti.
Yeah.
He's not like on his Instagram like my girl's in Paris.
Yeah.
It's just like subtle support.
Yeah, and I also think that it is his way of interacting with the fans, and that's like exciting in its own way because we've never been able to just like interact with someone like that.
We've never had a father like this.
Yeah.
Who really supports,
A great father
loves,
figure.
and takes care of us.
Yeah.
In the way that we have always needed.
As
And a
al-
man in
yeah.
her past
Yeah.
never given us.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, Daddy Trav.
Thank you.
Thank you. That's all. It's a moment to really
Let it sink in. Yeah.
sink in. Okay. I forgot to do this in the beginning, so I'm gonna do it now. Sorry. I thought about that. Okay. On to our tour talk and theories segment. The coup de grace, the best part of this episode. Oh, Mother has mothered. She has given us what we needed. She has screwed us over at exactly the same time because it's going to be impossible to get tickets to the Eras tour now.
Oh yeah.
She has added TTPD, the Tortured Poets Department, to the Eras set list. So we've got a lot to talk about, and we're going to break it down in very specific segments. So first up, we're going to talk about all the changes. Let's talk about the songs that have been cut from the Eras tour.
Yeah. I mean, this may be a hot take. I'm extremely happy with the way that she did this.
Me too.
I think my favorite part about it actually is the combination, the folk more.
We'll get to that.
Yeah. But cutting the Archer, we saw that coming.
So she cut the Archer from the only song she cut from the Lover section is the Archer. I think that she, and this is going to sound not great. I love every single thing Taylor Swift does. But I think in time-wise, for what I'm grateful for the ads we got, and I'm okay with the songs we lost.
Yeah.
And I think she really cut the fat. Not that any song's fat, but I think she cut it, and she just took it from an excellent show to like just really sharpened it up for us.
Well, and she gave everyone the opportunity to see it. Like, it was in theaters. Like, she put it out there before any changes were made.
Yeah.
That's the thing is, like, I think she did that. She knew what she was doing.
We were wondering why she put it out so soon. She put it out so soon because she knew she was going to change it up.
Yeah, and I think it was a way because she saw this coming of people being like, well, I want the Archer, or I want like.
An interesting point is the song or the show was filmed, so she might add
Yeah. Well, and that's there's a lot with that.
So the Archer was cut
hmm
a little slow.
Yeah. It's just that transition into Fearless,
It's the
which
song that's
that's all
going to
you
be
need.
cut.
Yeah.
It's the one that's going to go.
hmm
She also cut from the Speak Now era. This
hmm
hurts as a fan.
Yeah. This
Long
one's hard.
live.
And I felt it coming just because the guitar was put back in the museum.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so I was like, oh, but I genuinely, this was a shock to me because I thought if we were getting this cut, we were going to get Castles Crumbling with Haley.
I was watching that live stream
Yeah.
being like, here comes Haley, like she
Mhm.
did with Phoebe, like she did
She did it with the Heim
With
sisters.
the Heim
Yeah.
sisters, Rachel and song with Gracie.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I don't know what, like you
Yeah.
didn't have 2-3 extra minutes, Taylor.
Yeah. Well, and that's what's shocking to me too is it's every time she's had someone open for her that she's had a collab with, that's happened. And she even like she doesn't have a song with Gracie, but she brought Gracie out, you
Right.
know?
And then I was thinking like, okay, she didn't bring her out for Speak Now, she's gonna bring her out during the surprise.
Yeah.
She didn't.
And maybe she will, you know? Only time will tell.
Maybe she wanted to be more about TTPD than
Yeah, that's true.
First show.
Mhm.
On to Evermore, she cut "'Tis the Damn Season."
Yeah.
Needed to go.
I was about to say I never saw it.
I love the song. I saw it.
Mhm.
I saw it. What did she replace it with the Heim? Oh, No Body, No Crime.
Yeah. Which that was
In
good
LA.
too, but it was again like that spot specifically. I'm
She
a firm
cut
believer.
songs we didn't need to have.
Yeah, and also if you're not going to merge that, like if you are keeping it separate, open with Willow like that, like how the movie does it. Great.
So we will get to this, but she did merge Folklore and Evermore, Folkmore or Everlore, whatever you want to call it.
You choose. Yeah.
But I love that she did this.
I think it's the best decision.
Oh, I think she needed to do it.
Mhm.
Long overdue. She cut from Folklore, The Last Great American Dynasty.
Yeah.
Excuse me. She also cut. I'm getting ahead of myself. She cut from Evermore. This one is the most controversial. This one feels like a loss. This one feels like we could have. Why? Although I guess that the reason she cut it, she cut Tolerate It because of Folklore House is in the way of where the table came out.
I mean, but I was waiting. I was like, please bring that table up because she goes in. I forget what song she goes into, but the house is gone. I think she finishes with Willow or something like that.
No. But the house is still there.
Oh, it's just dark. You can't see it.
No, oh, maybe you're right because the house is still there where she goes to play Champagne Problems. But
I thought they were just gonna pull it out and like subtly rise it, you know. But when that never came, I was like, oh, that was a big one. That's a big loss.
A lot of fans are speculating because she brings out that big old bed thing looking for Fortnite for
that makes sense.
But I think we could have had.
And there's time, like getting that back out. Yeah, I mean that personally, Tolerate It is my biggest.
That's
loss.
the biggest loss.
Yeah.
One of my biggest losses, only because of the lyric. She was the loudest girl this town has ever seen, and she had a marvelous time ruining everything. The Last Great American Dynasty is truthfully one of my favorite songs.
Well, choreography for that too. I get that you're going to see Taylor, but also like, I don't know, like that was just such a show song. Like it's so fun. And I mean, I have a hot take. I think you should have cut August and keep this. I get that August is like
I think you cut Cardigan and keep it.
Okay, I agree. Okay, yeah.
Cardigan
It's a single, but also it's
Which one, Cardigan?
Yeah, Cardigan.
When are we gonna get a camera on you? I love that you love Cardigan. What's your favorite lyric from the song? Okay. Our producer Wild Cardigan is his favorite song.
We hit that.
I love Cardigan, but I like I would have rather kept Last Great American Dynasty. Although I think I played Last Great American Dynasty for Wild on our way home from Coachella, and I think he was a pretty big fan of it.
It's just such a fun one. Also, like it's summer, like it's such a good summer one.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
I get that you're opening it with Cardigan, but I don't know.
I would have liked her to continue on opening with the one.
I was about to say, so with the one, for a while she changed that and I was like, okay, we'll do Invisible String.
No, she was doing Invisible String, then she cut it after the show, and then she.
But also, what I was saying with that, what if she does that? Like, what if she goes back and forth? What if Cardigan becomes a different? You know what I mean?
The opening song always changes.
Yeah,
I hope so.
Yeah. We probably can't get Last Great American Dynasty because like that has the choreo.
Yeah,
but if she's gonna stay on top of the roof, she could put other songs.
And I feel like she should have Invisible String back because now she actually has found the one.
Yeah, that's true. It would be fun.
Yeah. So those are the songs we lost, but we've gained so much more.
Oh yeah.
We have gained Oh, I didn't write these down. I'm a freaking idiot.
The TTPD. So,
TTPD.
yeah.
Okay, do you know what songs we gained?
I know. Okay, so we gained, but Daddy, I Love Him.
But Daddy, I Love Him
Yeah.
is the opening song of Tortured
Mhm.
Poets. And I love that she comes out where the piano for the surprise songs. It's
Oh,
the
yeah.
first time she's ever come out of that area.
Yeah. It's-
TTPD added to set list
Mhm.
songs. So she starts with
She starts with But Daddy, I Love Him, and then I'm pretty sure she goes into Down Bad. I could be wrong there.
I don't think she does very well.
Taylor Nation made up a playlist if you go on Spotify.
They're not in order. But Daddy, I Love Him. Oh, okay. No, this is in order. She starts with Bad Daddy, I Love Him, and then she goes into A Wink and a Nod to Travis.
Oh,
So
yep.
high school.
Yep. I was proven wrong. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
of course.
yeah.
She does.
Yes, she does the choreo.
She
where
does the Scouts honor.
I like
potentially.
swore that wasn't what she was referring to, and she made me look like a fool. It's okay.
You are a fool. She literally says, "I'm trying to stifle my size."
I will.
Scouts honor.
Yeah.
She's taking that Scouts honor down to the.
Yeah.
Down to the lower.
And then she moves her dress. She straight up is showing like what that meant to be. Yeah.
Saucy, spicy.
Yeah.
And not only that, she's making sure that you know this song is about Travis Kelce.
Oh, yeah.
Because she goes into swag surfing,
Mm-hmm.
which she did obviously at the Kansas City Chiefs game.
Mhm.
It's like the Kansas City Chiefs
When she does her little
theme
moves.
dance.
Yeah.
They swag surf, and all of the dancers started swag surfing. And then according to fans online, they like the backup dancers start doing like real Travis-y like
Type
moves
yeah.
in the background.
That's cute. Yeah.
It's so cute.
Yeah.
She's given him his own moment on tour, which he
Yeah.
hasn't really gotten yet.
He went from like being a viewer of the show to like being he's in the show.
He went from being a viewer
Yeah.
to having his own
Mhm.
his own song, his own choreography,
Yeah.
his own moment.
His own entire rom-com. Like this is yeah.
I could cry.
Yeah.
Okay, next up on the list is this one.
Mhm.
I don't know how they get on this little moving device that makes an infinity sign.
Yeah.
So she has this moving set stage that's like attached to the floor somehow.
Yeah.
Or if it's a remote controlled, but then she has a pole and she leans on the pole a lot.
Mhm.
For Who's Afraid of Little Old Me? Do you have any idea how they do this?
Well, so that's what I was thinking as watching it. I'm like, oh, maybe it's the pole. I don't think the pole's controlling that. I like because there's parts where she's like when she's she goes
Leaning on
back and she
it.
leans back on it.
Doesn't
It
move.
doesn't move. So I think there's a lot of stuff like in her in-ears that is like, okay, it's moving, get ready for it to move, or things like that.
I think it's like, well, she's obviously probably rehearsed the movements.
Yeah.
But I really can't tell if it's like there's some guy backstage like with a
Remote
control,
or if it's
like moves with the stage.
I thought it was like magnets. Like that sounds weird, but
or
like
there's some guy under the stage.
there could be. That's what I think. It literally is like a giant magnet under that because it kind of looked like that because like the levitating, like that's what she's going for. She wants to look like it's levitating across the stage.
Yeah.
So I'm like, it could be
Down
done.
her street.
She needs to give us behind the scenes.
Oh,
We're waiting for it.
That's what I want our next Eras Tour movie to be is behind the scenes of the Eras Tour. Give us that. Okay, next song she goes into, she has a big giant UFO above her. Light shoots down onto that little moving stage. Down Bad. Thank God she gave us Down Bad. Thank God.
We needed that choreo.
Oh, he needed it. Then she goes into Fortnite, brings out what she'd shown us in the like YouTube shorts with the TTPD behind her. A giant bed, kind of like from the video.
That's my personal favorite set pieces of the show. Yeah.
Oh no, I love that set piece.
It's so
good. I got scared when she like hopped from that lift.
Yeah. Well, and when her dancer Jan like is like chasing after her in this scene, and even like towards the end, both stages rise and they like meet towards that stresses me out because I get that they've choreographed it, but like as a viewer, you're like, wait, no,
be careful.
No, literally.
And then like the bed goes up and down. It's so cool.
It's beautiful.
She's added so much good stuff.
Yeah.
Kisses to this song. She puts on like a marching band jacket, comes out and sings The Smallest Man That Ever Lived.
Oh my gosh, one of her best songs.
It's unbelievable. Yeah. It's so good. So I was watching the live stream. I got a tip on a false Michael B. Jordan, so I had to put down the live stream only to find out it wasn't Michael B. Jordan. I'm a field reporter. I get tips in the field.
Mhm.
So I didn't see this part. So I've only watched
Okay.
videos that they put online afterwards.
Okay.
But
It's
you want to
big.
explain it?
With the whole marching band?
After the smallest man who ever lived, and then into I Can Do It With a Broken
Okay,
Heart.
this is like
I've seen
grainy
videos
live
too.
stream, so I'm gonna try my best. But basically, so she goes into the bridge and she's like marching, and as a viewer, I think she's like marching to her own death in a way, and then she falls at the end, and then that's where it's like, okay, she's dead, and then these people
She's
come.
petered out. She's
Yeah,
tired.
petered out. Anyways, she like dies, and her dancers come to like revive her and like bring her back, and then it goes into like a like really old school Hollywood.
1920s
Yeah, I was trying to think of the
miming.
year where they're like reviving her, and she's like, I don't want to do it. Like, I'm not gonna do it. And
They
then
have to pick up her arm.
that is like
It's so
some of the
good.
best like it's just so fun.
If I don't see this in person, I will
Yeah.
die.
That visually, like this set list that Tortured Poets was one of her best.
I love that so I've seen From Here on Out, and then she takes off her Fortnite dress,
And it's
crosses
the
her arms,
black,
like, no, I don't want to do it. No, I don't want to do it. And then she turns, and they're like, come on, go, go, go. And she's like, and then she bam hits the beat, and then she's like off to the races.
And that song, it just goes straight into that
She's
song,
like,
which
I
is
hate it.
yeah,
To our face. We're on. We're live. We're going
straight into it. Yeah.
Yeah, really good, really great. So I wrote down
The new.
so let's get into the new order. Not only has she cut and changed the song,
The order's big too. Yeah.
she has rearranged the order, which I didn't see coming, and I also think it flows so much better. She still starts out with Lover. That's the same. Then she goes into Fearless. That's the same. And then previously
okay.
Previously she had Evermore,
Yeah.
Rep. She had Speak Now, Red, Folklore, 1989, The Surprise, and then Midnights.
So my only thing, and this is obviously not true because we've seen the show, but like with the new order, it starts going off like almost like re-record type thing because it goes like Fearless, Red, Speak Now, but then we go to Rep, and then we go to Folklore. So that's where it's all over the place.
Red. So Red isn't after anymore. It used to be. Oh yeah, you're right. It's Evermore and then Red. I have to have both of these out at the same time.
Well, so it starts with Lover, and then it goes to Fearless, which the same, but then it goes to Red. That was the big shock.
That's the big shock.
Is it went straight into Red.
Yeah.
And then that's when it goes into Speak Now, right? After
Red. Speak Now. Yep.
Yeah. And so it continues that like, oh look, like new re-record, but then it after Speak Now, everything hits the fan.
Now before Rep. And then Rep is after.
Yeah.
And then originally after, this is a lot.
Yeah.
So now after Rep is Folkmore.
Folkmore.
So she addressed this. She said that they've always been sister albums, which she's always said, but it's now time to combine them, which you said earlier.
I've always wanted that. That it makes the most sense. Like I love that they had their Time in the Sun separately because they are separate albums. But again,
I think it's slowed down.
It's especially because like I honestly, the songs that she chose for Evermore originally, they were much more upbeat. Like they were like more like I know Marjorie is slower,
but she kept that. She had to keep it.
No, I think she should have kept it, and I'm glad she did. But like that's still like as a fan being at the show, that's still a moment for you. Whereas like Folklore, the songs are slower except for like August, and then you get back into it with like My Tears Ricochet by like screaming that.
Yeah.
But by combining them, she really was like, okay.
She's taken the best of both worlds, put the best songs in.
Yeah.
And like a lot of people like were like, we're going to the bathroom during this, which I never did, obviously.
Yeah.
But
you gotta hold it the whole time. That's
the one thing. This is what I'm really pissed about. Then we go into 1989. She comes out.
Oh.
This is more in our outfits segment, but this little tease of it. We're gonna talk about the outfits next. But she comes out in a aquamarine and flamingo, aquamarine skirt and a flamingo pink top, and then different color of aquamarine boot and a flamingo pink shoe. So 2 different colored shoes. And I'm like, and the first thing I think when I see this is like, oh shit, she's adding slut. She's adding slut. And then she
Oh,
didn't add slut.
I could totally see. Yeah. Now I'm gonna look at that differently now.
I am
Yeah.
so furious. I thought we were cutting wildest dreams.
Mhm.
I'm just so pissed. I'm
Yeah.
so pissed she didn't add slut. I'm so pissed that she didn't add. I know we're going back to the added songs. I should have discussed it then, but I'm just so furious
Mhm.
because the costume was there. It was there the whole time. The re-recorded songs were so good. Why wouldn't you add slut? Why?
Especially
Why
now,
wouldn't you
yeah.
add Is It Over Now?
Yeah. Two of the arguably one of her best. Yeah.
Oh,
Still can, you know.
she still can, I guess, but it's kind of ridiculous. Then we get to TTPD, which I feel like was a perfect time for TTPD.
I think that's a great song, especially now because like people tune in right before the surprise songs. So now they're tuning in to Tortured Poets, and
Yeah.
that's getting the exposure it deserves.
You're right.
Yeah.
Excellent point. We have the surprise songs, and
Mhm.
then, which I honestly thought she was going to finish the show with TTPD, but it
Mhm.
still remains
Yeah.
finishing with Midnights.
I mean, Midnights is just like you have to end with Karma.
It's so good.
I mean, if she ends the show, I thought that she was going to end it with I Can Do It With a Broken Heart, but that just doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
It's like, yes, it's a poppy, upbeat song, but it's not like a fun song to go out on.
And all the Midnight songs are such bangers.
Mhm.
It ends on a high note.
Yeah.
It's honestly, this is it's the perfect show now.
Yeah.
the
It's
perfect
always
show.
been such, and she's just, that's why I think she's going to continue this. She's just going to keep making it one of the
Is
best
she ever
shows.
gonna go on a different tour? Or is she just gonna update the Eras tour forever?
I mean, yeah, I think that she might just keep updating it. But I have a lot of theories with that one. That's a whole nother.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I teased this a little bit with the outfit
Yeah.
for 1989, the flamingo pink and the
Mhm.
aquamarine skirt, but let's get into every single outfit
Oh my gosh,
that
there's a
she
lot.
wore on the Eras tour in
Yeah.
Paris was completely different, except for Reputation.
Yeah. Which is always, Reputation has never changed, right? The entire time.
It's never changed
It's
the
never
entire
changed.
time.
Yeah.
It's never changed.
It will change when she announced that's what
Oh,
she's screaming that
You're
at us.
right.
Yeah.
She's not gonna change it until
Mhm.
Reputation comes out.
That's
and
when we know.
She's
Yeah.
gonna announce it
Mhm. When she
on
changes
tour
it, yeah.
and when she announces Rep, and then she's gonna change the outfit on that
Yeah.
night.
I think that's how we know that it's coming. Like, is when it changes. But yeah.
So she came out in, so I don't know if you remember this, but when she came out in, I forget which city, she had that pink outfit on the first time she wore the pink
Mhm.
one. People went online and like created essentially what she's wearing now. Like
Oh, okay.
that was a fan made edit.
Oh, and she's like, I'm gonna do that.
I think
yeah.
she saw that and was like, "Oh, we got to get this one."
Yeah.
And because so she came out in that pinky
Yeah.
orange.
Well, also the sleeves are gone now too because that was always an issue. She in the dark when she would put it on, the sleeves would fall. You remember that? There was a lot of TikTok. She would
For the
always
Lover?
No. Oh, okay. I think you're talking about the surprise song one.
No, Lover.
You're talking about the Lover
Lover.
bodysuit. Okay,
The Lover
sweet.
bodysuit.
Yeah.
We're going in order.
Yeah. Okay. Sweet.
Yeah. But that was a fan
Yeah.
edit, the pink and orange.
hmm I really like it, and when she put the jacket on too,
The new
it just was
jacket,
so good.
I loved it. And then we go into Fearless, the black
The OG. Yeah.
and
It's black
gold.
and gold. Yeah, like that.
and then the black boots.
Mhm. It's such a throwback.
Oh,
to the
this
original
is
one.
so much better. This is the best
Mhm.
she's been. It's
way-
so
yeah.
good. And I like that the boots look different because the boots kind of always looked like from Lover to Fearless.
They were same- the man
looks
boots,
a
yeah.
little similar.
Uh-huh.
And then we go into Red, which
Mhm.
a lot of fans have talked about this. Her shirt now says, "This is not Taylor's version," which a lot of
Yeah.
people have said that it's an ode to the fans, where they say when people play the non-Taylor's version, fans get really upset and they're like, "This is not Taylor's version."
Okay, I love that because I mean, I'm someone that like refuse to listen.
Sure,
to anything.
I refuse.
And so it's like nice to know that she's acknowledging it because like people would be like, "You're crazy," like she doesn't care.
She
She
appreciates.
does. Okay, so now she's saying she does, so we're gonna keep it up. So
Yeah, exactly. Well, of course she does.
Yeah.
Speak Now. She had a new dress.
yeah, that wasn't my favorite. I'm
It
gonna
wasn't
be
my favorite
honest.
either.
I bring
I like the original.
the original, and I'm a sucker for the blue one.
Okay.
The blue one was just so pretty.
And she brought out dancers.
Yeah, I think she brought out the dancers though for the change. So because that's such a puffy dress.
Yeah.
Because I thought the dancers, that's when I thought they were going to go into Castles Crumbling. And then when they just did their dance and then they left, I was like, why did they do that? But she has to change from her red outfit into that big puffy pastry.
Oh, right. Okay.
So,
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Of course, Rep doesn't change.
mhm,
I liked that for Folklore.
Mhm.
She put, because she always wore that yellow dress for Evermore.
yeah.
And then the flowy dress for Folklore. And so she just kind of combined the outfits as well.
Do you think that we'll get switch up outfits? Like sometimes she'll come out in the old Evermore, or she's going to stay in the flowy for August to do the spins.
I think she'll stay in the flowy,
Yeah.
but I almost think we're gonna stay in the yellow dress.
I like that.
I don't know.
Yeah.
1989, as discussed.
Yeah.
The outfit was iconic, and she looks like, a lot of fans have pointed out how
Chipmunk?
she looks like the Chipmunks.
Alvin and
the Chipmunks.
I really think that that's what she was going for.
Was that what she's going for?
I think
there's
so.
a meme online. It's like Travis looks like Alvin,
Mhm.
and she is wearing the pink top with the blue skirt.
Yeah, the Chipette.
The Chipette.
Forget her name.
And
but
they compare them to Travis and Taylor. And I think she goes, I'm gonna make that a reality for you guys.
I see her sitting back and looking at that.
It's so good.
Laughing.
I love it. I'm so obsessed. The Tortured Poets department outfits were the dress.
Yeah.
The dress was unbelievable. And then obviously she took it off at the end for I Can Do It With a Broken Heart.
Yeah.
And that top, that coat she has on, so good. All of it. The surprise, thank God. I hated that she has new dresses for the surprise segment.
You don't like that?
I don't like the original dress.
Oh, yeah.
Like you were saying, the sleeves are always falling.
It's a mess.
She always puts it on wrong. I'm not a fan of how she changed on stage for that one specifically.
And now it's just seamless. It goes straight into it.
And it's such a pretty dress. It's so much prettier. The other one seemed a little bit like cheapy. This one seemed very pretty. And then the Midnight's new bodysuit.
Yeah.
Looks so good. It's
One
so
of her
pretty.
Best. She really went all out here with the details, and
she's updated it on every level, and it's top notch.
Yeah.
Am I allowed to say that? Is that a bad word? Okay. It's top notch. It's so good. It's unbelievable. Bravo, Taylor. Wonderful show. That is our show for today. If you want to watch our show, you can watch it on YouTube. If you have a comment, something you disagree with, something you like, please leave a comment. We do address comments as they come. If you want to watch us on YouTube, you can feel free to watch us on YouTube. If you want to leave a comment, if you liked what we said, if you didn't like what we said, if you agree, disagree, we do read comments from time to time. Feel free to give your own theories on her updates and your ideas. You can listen to us on Spotify or Apple Music, wherever you get your podcasts. That's our show. We only have one show this week. But we'll be back next week with our regular 2 days a week show. Thank you guys so much. Bye. Bye.